On the news, NLC President Joe Ajaero reaffirms labor movement patriotism after police invitation. Nationals arrested for waving Russian flags in Kano State released. And Chief of Staff Gbajabiamila tells NEMA and NACON calls for reforms and better funding. Welcome to the news on TV 360 Nigeria. I'm Tamilore Akinkolye. The president of the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC, Joe Ajaero, has reiterated the Labour's movement on wavering patriotism and commitment to Nigeria after responding to a police invitation on Thursday. Ajaero, who spent an hour at the Police Intelligence Response Team IRT headquarters in Abuja, assured NLC members that the union would not compromise its dedication to the nation no matter the challenges it faces. Ajaero arrived at the IRT office at 10:17 a.m. and left at 11:17 a.m. after providing a written statement. While he did not address the media at the IRT, he promised to speak at the NLC headquarters, where a crowd of Labour members had gathered to welcome him back. At his address at the NLC headquarters, Ajaero described the Labour movement as the most patriotic organization in Nigeria, highlighting its long history of unwavering commitment from the colonial era through the military regime.
What we had is quite different from what was contained in the invitation letter. Wow! So, but whichever that is the case, now that they have learned their lesson and correct themselves, we have taken it in that manner. So they say that the NSC president, they just want to ask him one or two questions in respect to the tenant that is here. And he just narrated what he knew about it, and that is just it. So that does not mean that we are going to relent, because we don't know what will come up next. So we're supposed to do what? Get ourselves prepared.
But what is important is the circumstances, that took you to that place. Or whatever is the case, we are out to continue the struggle. Yes. We are out. We have gotten minimum wage, but it has not been implemented. Yes. So we have to press for its implementation as soon as possible. Every other thing that will make the welfare of the Nigerian worker to be worthwhile, we will be involved in it. We will not listen to any distraction.
A special court like no other in Nigeria, with jurisdiction that is beyond even Nigerian, the application of Nigerian law, because the Constitution has permitted in labor and industrial matters for the industrial court to use international best labor practices, even where those practices are not already enacted into our laws. So the legal framework is there, and with your resolve, with your commitment, with your hard work, with your perseverance, you will continue to blossom.
Meanwhile, 7 Polish nationals who were arrested for allegedly waving Russian flags during the End Bad Governance protest in Kano have been released. The Polish nationals, who include 6 students and their lecturer from the University of Warsaw, were in Nigeria for an African Studies exchange program at Bayero University in Kano. The DSS initially accused them of playing a suspicious role in protest among government policies and economic hardship. In addition to the Polish nationals, some tailors accused of sewing Russian flags for the protesters were also arrested. However, Poland's deputy foreign minister clarified that the detained individuals were not involved in any political activity, but were simply participating in an academic program. The presidency has called for reforms within the National Hajj Commission (NACON) and the National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA) to address issues of financial mismanagement, negligence, maltreatment of pilgrims, and late preparation for pilgrimage exercises. This was announced on Wednesday when the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, and Deputy Chief of Staff Ibrahim Adija undertook a fact-finding visit to NACON and NEMA headquarters in Abuja. TV 360's Okpayemi Owosheni completes the story in this next report.
visit by the Chief of Staff to the President and Deputy Chief of Staff Ibrahim Adeja is part of their engagement with government agencies under the supervision of the State House to assess their challenges and explore potential solutions. At NEMA, the focus was on the agency's response to recent flood disasters and its funding challenges. The Director General presented alarming statistics on this year's flooding, which has affected 28 states, impacting over 500,000 people and claiming 179 lives.
Our vision is to build a culture of preparedness, prevention, response, and community resilience to disasters in Nigeria. Our mission is to coordinate resources towards efficient and effective disaster prevention, preparedness, mitigation, and response in Nigeria. Some of the responsibilities and functions of NEMA are listed here. We formulate policies on all activities relating to disaster management and coordinate the plans and programs for efficient and effective response to disasters at national level. We monitor the state of preparedness of all organizations or agencies which may contribute to disaster management in Nigeria. We collect emergency relief supply from local, foreign sources, including international and non-governmental agencies. We liaise with state emergency management committees established under Section 8 of our Act to assess and monitor where the distribution of relief materials to disaster victims.
When you talk about your challenges, what I would suggest and advise that you work very closely, probably even closer than you've been working with the State House. The agency is directly under the Vice President. The Vice President is a man who has keyed very seriously into the agenda of Mr. President, which is the Renewed Hope agenda. And they're working in unison. And I believe if you work with the State House closely, we will be able to make a headway and do even more than you're already doing. NEMA is doing a good job, an incredible yeoman's job that I have known over the years. But there's room for improvement, and we are here to help you. And that's why we came physically, to know exactly what's on ground and what needs to be done.
The visit to NACON was more critical, with concerns raised over financial irregularities within the Commission. They called for comprehensive reforms to address issues of financial mismanagement, pilgrims' mistreatment, and inadequate preparation for annual pilgrimage.
Every of our expenditure is tied to our revenue. With the overheads and the salary of the staffs, it is what we depend on the government for. I wish to say the accounting system of the Commission need total overhaul and digitalization, sir. Furthermore, sir, being a national commission, the federal character is not fully represented. If you go by our nominal role, you discover that there is a dominance in a particular region of the country in this commission. So I think with your efforts, they will create a window for employment to balance the employees.
On both visits, they emphasized the need for creative funding solutions, suggesting state involvement through counterpart funding or insurance schemes. Okpayemi Owoshini, TV360 News, Lagos.
And Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Afam Osigwe, has been officially inaugurated as the 32nd President of the Nigerian Bar Association. Osigwe, who took his oath of office on Thursday, will lead the association for the next 2 years alongside other newly sworn-in national officers. Osigwe succeeds the immediate past president, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Yakubu Miyaku, and in his inaugural address delivered at the swearing-in ceremony in Lagos, Osigwe praised his opponent for their decorum throughout the election process. He extended a hand of fellowship to them, inviting their collaboration in advancing the association. Osigwe vowed to lead an inclusive bar that fosters unity within the NBA by propelling the association forward. And in the Federal Capital Territory, police have made significant arrests in connection with several high-profile crimes. Commissioner of Police Bennett Igwe held a press conference on Wednesday, revealing developments in cases ranging from murder to financial fraud. Now, in a shocking development, a 7-member of the Nigerian Navy, Abdul-Rashid Mohammed, has been arrested for the murder of Aminu Ibrahim, son of former Chief of Naval Staff and Vice Admiral. Now, the crime occurred 2 weeks ago in the upscale Maitama area of Abuja. Mohammed, who was on guard duty at the former Naval Chief's residence, admitted to killing Aminu Ibrahim to steal his car.
Vice Admiral I.I. Ibrahim, a former Chief of Naval Staff, was robbed and killed in Maitama area of Abuja, and his Prado SUV removed. So today, I want to inform you that Abdul-Rashid Mohammed, look at him here, Abdul-Rashid Mohammed, who is, you can interview him, he said he's a naval officer, is him that killed the boy and took the SUV, the Prado Jeep. We have recovered the Prado Jeep, we are looking at it up there, that black Prado Jeep at your back. This is him that did the killing. After the attack on the policemen, and they killed 2 policemen and wounded 4, including a woman police who are in the hospital. We took action because we can't enjoy it. If you check here, you can see what we recovered from them. Some of the cutlasses you see here are blood-stained, which they use to kill the policemen. They shot gun at the policemen, they use petrol bomb, they use cutlasses. If you see their dead body and how they were massacred, you will be shocked. So you have to follow them up. These are the cutlasses. Some of them are blood-stained. We recovered it from some of them from their headquarters in Suleja.
The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Mahmoud Yakubu, has expressed appreciation to the European Union, EU, for its significant contributions to strengthening Nigeria's democracy. Yakubu made these remarks during a farewell visit by the EU ambassador to Nigeria, Samuela Isopi, at the INEC headquarters. During the meeting, Yakubu assured that a strong cooperation between the EU and INEC would continue, highlighting that EU's support has been crucial in enhancing the Commission's capacity to conduct credible elections. Ambassador Isopi, who is concluding a 3-year tenure in Nigeria, expressed the gratitude to INEC and its chairman for the productive partnership and collaboration.
I think the best for Nigeria is yet to come. Nigeria has all the assets, all what is needed to get out of its challenges and to be great. Nigeria is already great. It can be even stronger and greater, and we believe that the future will be a bright one for Nigeria. Of course, this will require continuous hard work, continuous vision, leadership, commitment, but also unity and resilience. And I think the Nigerians have shown all of that. So my message would be not to give up, to continue to support democracy, because if everyone plays his or her role, including voters, of course things can only get better.
Very recently, the Electoral Commission in Ghana conducted the equivalent of what we call the continuous voter registration. In Ghana, they call it the mop-up, to enable citizens who have come of age or those who could not register for one reason or another in the past to register. What was the target of the Electoral Commission in Ghana? To register 70,000 new voters nationwide. But here we are, in the last continuous voter registration in Edo State alone, we registered 119,000 new voters. And then additional 58,000 in Ondo State, Put together, we registered 177,000, 3 times more than what our colleagues in Ghana hope to register under their own CVR.
The inaugural cohort of the Lateef Jakonde Leadership Academy has graduated in Lagos with 29 fellows, completing the one-year program initiated by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to nurture a new generation of leaders. The academy, modeled after the Kashim Ibrahim Fellowship, aims to equip young leaders with practical skills to address community challenges. The fellows, who served as special assistants in various government departments, received direct mentoring from the Governor Sanwo-Olu and described the program as a significant step in leadership development for Lagos and Nigeria, honoring the legacy of Lateef Jakonde, the state's first civilian governor. Speakers including Sterling Bank CEO Abubakar Sulaiman and the Oniru of Iru Kingdom, Oba Lawal, emphasized the importance of the fellows' newly acquired knowledge and experience.
Over the last 1 year, I've closely followed the journey of these fellows, and I must say their transformation has been nothing short of extraordinary. In fact, yesterday, we put it to test that everybody, this set, has been truly transformative. They have embraced the rigorous and the diverse curriculum of the academy, which seamlessly blended the theoretical knowledge with practical experiences. Through their engagement in thought-provoking workshops, innovative problem-solving sessions, and mentorship from global leaders and industry experts, these young men and women have not just learned, they have thrived, demonstrating an unwavering commitment to excellence, to creativity, and to integrity. This ceremony is more than just a celebration of their achievements. It is a celebration of the vision we set out to achieve with the establishment of this academy. Today, I'm filled with profound sense of fulfillment and optimism, and deeply excited that the goals of the academy are being realized, embodied in this set of inaugural fellows who are now poised to take on the challenges of the future with courage and determination.
We'll go on a short break here, but still to come, the Nigerian government and Boeing signs MOU to boost aviation sector. Details of the story after this break.
Get ready for the 8th edition of the Voice of Women Conference and Awards, VAL 2024. Theme, Achieving Women's Inclusion for a Sustainable Nigeria. Mark your calendar for Thursday, 3rd of October 2024, 9 a.m. at the NAV Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. And be part of a national dialogue bringing together grassroots and urban women in the quest for inclusion and sustainability in Nigeria. VAL 2024 is more than just a conference, it's a powerful movement. VAL 2024, an initiative of Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation and Women Radio, is where diverse women groups converge to champion inclusive policies and drive national development.
Welcome back. Now here's a recap of our top stories. NLC President George Aru has reaffirmed the Labour's movement's deep patriotism and commitment to Nigeria after responding to a police invitation on Thursday. Following an hour-long visit to the Police Intelligence Response Team (IRT) in Abuja, where he provided a written statement, Ajaero returned to the NLC headquarters to address a supportive crowd. emphasized the union's enduring dedication to the nation, citing its consistent role as a patriotic force from the colonial era through the military regime, and assured members that the NLC's reforms remains unshaken despite any challenges. We also informed you that 7 Polish nationals, including 6 students and the lecturer from the University of Warsaw, who were arrested in Kano for allegedly waving Russian flags during the End Bad Governance protest, have been released. The Department of State Services, DSS, had initially detained them on suspicion of involvement in protest against government policies. However, Poland's Deputy Foreign Minister clarified that the detained individuals were not engaged in any political activities but were merely participating in an academic exchange. Now, in case you missed any of our news bulletin or for more updates, you can catch us on Limeless World TV and AVO TV, or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria, or download our mobile app on Google Play Store, Huawei App Gallery, and Apple Store. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online. It's time for business news. Let's now join Okpeyemi Owoseni, who is on standby. What's the latest, Okpeyemi?
Well, Tamilore, in a move to gradually solve challenges facing the aviation sector, particularly the aircraft shortage, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has signed a strategic memorandum of understanding with one of the world's leading aircraft manufacturers, Boeing. This was contained in a statement by the Special Advisor on Media and Communications to the Minister, Tunde Moshood, on Thursday. Moshood noted that the agreement includes provision of comprehensive training in airline operations and business models aimed at improving the business practices and operational efficiency of Nigerian airlines. The Minister and the manufacturing company's Vice President of Commercial Sales and Marketing for Africa, Yipta Brek, signed the MOU before Nigerian aviation stakeholders, including executives from Nigerian Airlines, the top management team of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, and representatives from the airline operators of Nigeria, among others. We'll go on a short break now and be back with stock market reports. Welcome back. Nigeria's equities market recovered from Wednesday bearish trade on Thursday as the market increased by 0.21%, with the market capitalization at 55.39 trillion naira. Now, in the aggregate, 123 NGS-listed equities participated in trading, ending on a good note with 27 gainers against 23 losers. Now, Oando led the gainers with a 9.98 share price appreciation, closing at 69 naira 95 kobo per share. It was followed closely by Julius Berger Nigeria Limited. Now, at the end of today's trading session on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we see a total of 966 million volumes of shares exchanging 9,851 deals, corresponding to a market value of over 7 billion naira. Now, when compared with the previous NGX trading day, that's Wednesday, August 28, today's data shows about 117% improvement in volume, 64% improvement in turnover, but 3% decline in deals. Now, on to the global scene. The US Dow Jones and the UK FTSE took a bullish turn, recovering from previous day losses, while Japan's Nikkei enjoyed negative trading on Wednesday to close at 0.24%. Now, turning to the foreign exchange market, the Naira experienced a dip against the US dollar, trading at 1,630 Naira on the black market, while the British pound was valued at 2,120 Naira, and the euros traded at 1,800 Naira as well on the black market. That's it on both business and stock market reports. Back
Thank you for that update, Okpeyemi. Now, on the global scene, the Kremlin has warned France not to turn a criminal case against Telegram founder Pavel Durov into political prosecution. Russia, which has led an unprecedented crackdown on political opponents during its Ukraine offensive, has painted Durov's surprise arrest in Paris earlier this week as politically motivated. France has charged Russian-born Durov, who also has French citizenship, on several counts of failing to curb extremist and illegal content on the political social media platform. Durov was granted conditional release against a bail of €5 million and on the condition that he must report at the police station twice a week, as well as remain in France, French prosecutor has said. And still on the global scene, Brazil's top court has threatened to ban X, formerly Twitter, unless its billionaire owner Elon Musk names a legal representative in the Latin American country within 24 hours. The Supreme Court Judge Alexandre de Moraes said in an order that failure to appoint a legal representative could result in the suspension of the social network's activities. The order is the latest development in a month-long feud between Musk and de Moraes, who has led a crackdown on alleged misinformation and disinformation in the nation for more than 200 million people. And finally, on sport, Mohamed Salah says he is not focused on his future beyond this season, with less than a year to run on his contract at Liverpool. The Egyptian has written himself into the record books of the English giant, scoring 213 goals since joining in 2017. The 32-year-old Salah is just one of 3 huge players of Liverpool out of contract at the end of the season, along with captain Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah signed a 3-year deal in 2022 that reportedly made him the highest paid player in the club's history, worth more than €18 million a year. And still on sports, Zambia are expected to take part in the Paris Paralympics despite being omitted from the opening ceremony after they failed to confirm that they were traveling to the Games, the International Paralympics Committee (IPC) said on Thursday. The Zambia flag was nowhere to be seen as the athletes paraded down the Champs-Élysées to the Place de la Condé on Wednesday. Now, 2 athletes from Zambia are scheduled to participate in the game, with their para-athletics event taking place on September 4th and 5th. And that wraps up our bulletin on News Now. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.